My name is Arjun Rathore. For 6 long years, my entire existence fit inside one sentence. I'm Tara Kapoor's boyfriend. That sentence was my oxygen, my cage, my daily prayer and my nightly curse. Tara Kapoor was not just beautiful, she was a living legend that Jaipur and Mumbai together could only dream of creating. Standing 5 feet 10 inches barefoot, with long, glossy black hair that smelled like jasmine and luxury conditioner, almond-shaped eyes that could make a man feel chosen or invisible in the same glance, and a smile so perfect it belonged in advertisements. Daughter of a heritage hotel chain owner, rising Bollywood PR executive, 8.5 million Instagram followers who lived for her every outfit transition, coffee aesthetic, and day in my life reel. She was the girl every Indian guy wanted to marry, and every girl wanted to become. I wasn't wishing. I was paying. 6 years of funding her empire. The Mercedes G-Wagon she crashed into a Bandra divider at 2 a.m. after we fought about my boring work hours. 2.8 Indian rupees crore vanished in twisted metal and her crocodile tears for the paparazzi. Manish Malhotra lehengas, Sabyasachi saris, Anita Dongare couture, diamond chokers, and jhumkas for every wedding season, Indian rupee 1.8 2.2 crore annually. Sea-facing 4 BHK in Bandra West, 18 Indian rupees lakh/month rent plus society fees plus maintenance, plus full upkeep of the family haveli in Jaipur, staff, renovations, Diwali parties. Private jets to Goa yacht weekends, Dubai shopping sprees, Maldives couple getaways, Paris Fashion Week side trips. Funding her PR agency startup when investors pulled out, 12 Indian rupees crore from my personal account, no equity asked. Her lavish birthday bashes at Taj Land's End, girls' trips to Ibiza, Santorini, spa weekends in Udaipur, everything charged to my cards. I never said no. Not once. By age 32 I had built Malhotra Tech, an edtech platform that reached 15 million students across India and Southeast Asia. Sold 60% stake for 850 Indian rupees crore. Passive income arrived monthly like clockwork. Money was never the problem. Love was. The early years felt like a Karan Johar movie. Our first real date, not the curated Instagram version, was a quiet rooftop cafe in Jaipur's old pink city. She wore a simple yellow anarkali, no makeup, hair loose in the evening breeze. She stole fries from my plate, laughed at my terrible Rajasthani accented Hindi jokes, and said softly, "You're real, Arjun." In this fake Mumbai world, that's rarer than diamonds. I fell so hard I forgot gravity existed. When her PR startup almost collapsed, big investors pulled out after a leaked internal email, I wired 12 Indian rupees crore from my personal savings, no contract, no equity demanded. She cried in my arms at 3 a.m. in her Bandra flat, mascara streaking, "You're my rock. No one has ever believed in me like this." I told her she deserved the world. I meant it with every cell in my body. The weekend her mother, the only person who loved her without expecting performance, passed away suddenly from a heart attack. Tara shut down completely, no calls, no posts, no smiles. I cancelled every board meeting, drove her to our family haveli in Jaipur. No Wi-Fi, no notifications. Just quiet courtyards with peacocks calling, homemade gawar and malpua, and silence when she needed it. She cried herself to sleep on my chest every night for 8 days. On the last morning, as the sun rose over the Aravalli hills, she looked at me with red-rimmed eyes and whispered, "You stayed when the whole world left. I love you more than I can say." I thought we were unbreakable. But unbreakable things shatter the loudest. Texts became seen for 24 to 48 hours. Dates became staged photo ops, post kisses for reels, no real eye contact. Her stories filled with one name, Rohan Malhotra, rising TV actor, her new best friend for shoots and vibes. She started saying things like, "Rohan gets the chaos of this industry, Arjun. You're too simple, too small town for this life." Every sentence was a paper cut, small, stinging, accumulating blood loss. I ignored them. Bought her a 3 Indian rupees crore diamond choker from Javeri Bazaar just because. Planned a surprise Goa proposal for my 33rd birthday. Then came the birthday party, the night everything ended. Grand celebration at our Bandra sea-facing apartment. 200 guests, Bollywood B-listers, influencers, startup founders, family from Jaipur. Live Sufi band, fireworks over the Arabian Sea, champagne towers, catered by Indigo Delhi. Mid-party Tara vanished with Rohan. I found them in the guest bedroom, her lipstick smeared on his neck, his hands under her dress, both laughing like they'd won a prize. She saw me standing in the doorway. Instead of shame, she laughed louder, sharp, cruel. Arjun, seriously? Don't be so boring, yaar. It's just fun. You know I love you, like a best friend. Then she pulled out her phone, snapped a blurry selfie of her kissing Rohan's cheek, posted it to her story. Finally free from boring love, broken heart, red heart, #new beginnings, #real feelings. Tagged me. The story exploded in seconds. My phone buzzed like a beehive, friends calling, family panicking, colleagues asking is it true, trolls flooding comments, Arjun got cucked lol, simp king, Tara upgraded. I stood frozen in the hallway while 200 guests whispered, recorded, and shared. That night I drank until the room spun into darkness. Woke up in Lilavati Hospital, alcohol poisoning plus severe panic attack. Tara came, not crying, not sorry, irritated. Arjun, you're embarrassing me in front of everyone. The story is everywhere. Can you please post that we're still together? We need damage control fast. I looked at her, the woman I had worshipped for 6 years. No pain left. No love left. Just cold, clear emptiness. I'm sorry, I said slowly, voice hoarse from the tube. Who are you? Her smile froze. Then twisted. Stop joking. This isn't funny. I stared, completely blank, no recognition. The doctor explained, possible trauma-induced selective memory loss from extreme stress plus alcohol blackout. Tara screamed at the doctor, he's lying. He's doing this to punish me for one mistake. My parents arrived an hour later, faces ashen, eyes red-rimmed. My mother rushed to the bed, her hands trembling as she cupped my face. Arjun? Honey? Do you know who we are? I managed a weak smile. Mom. Dad. Of course. Relief washed over them like a wave. Tears. Hugs. Questions about what happened. Then I pointed at Tara, who was pacing near the window like a caged animal. She keeps saying she's my girlfriend. But that's impossible. My girlfriend is Meera Singhania. The room went dead silent. Tara's face drained of all color, her hazel eyes widening in shock, then narrowing in fury. Meera Singhania. The name was a loaded gun. Tara and Meera had been locked in silent war since their elite prep school days, same circles, same expectations. But Meera always came out on top, better grades, better internships, better composure. Tara had spent her entire adult life trying to eclipse her and failed at every turn. Meera was her Achilles heel, her shadow self, the one person who made her feel small. Hearing that name from my mouth was like watching someone press a detonator. The weeks that followed were a masterclass in controlled chaos, a theater of the absurd where I played the lead role. I embodied the confused amnesiac with meticulous precision, polite smiles that didn't reach my eyes, gentle confusion in my voice when asked about the past, an ironclad certainty that Meera Singhania was the center of my lost world. Tara tried everything in her arsenal. She staged breakdowns in the hospital corridors, screaming until nurses threatened to call security. She showed up at my parents' Upper East Side brownstone with old photo albums, pointing at pictures of us kissing in Santorini, us at my first big patent party, us on the night I proposed on livestream. Remember this, Arjun? You cried when I said yes. The whole city watched the clip when I posted it. I looked at the photos politely. I'm sorry. I don't. She sent voice notes, long, rambling, sometimes tearful. Baby, please. I know I messed up. I was stupid. I was showing off for him. But I love you. I've always loved you. Come back to me. We can fix this. I blocked every new number. She posted cryptic Instagram stories, black screens, sad songs, captions like, "When the person who knew you best forgets you exist." Her followers, the loyal ones, flooded the comments with sympathy hearts and "Stay strong, queen." The haters piled on with "Karma's a bitch." I never liked, commented, or acknowledged them. Instead, I did the one thing she never saw coming. I emailed Meera Singhania, CEO of Singhania Ventures, the powerhouse firm that had quietly outpaced every competitor in the last 5 years, investing in unicorns like the next Paytm and Zomato. Subject: Meeting request, Arjun Rathore. She replied within 90 minutes. We met in her Bandra Kurla complex office, floor-to-ceiling glass walls, the city sprawled below like a conquered kingdom, minimalist decor in whites and grays that screamed control and precision. Meera was striking in a quiet way, 5 feet 8 inches, ash blonde bob cut sharp as a blade, storm gray eyes that missed nothing, tailored navy suit that hugged her frame like armor. She didn't smile when I entered, just gestured to the seat across her desk. "If this is a stunt to hurt Tara, I'm not interested." I told her everything: the party, the viral kiss, the humiliation, the hospital lie about her being my girlfriend. She listened without interrupting. When I finished, she leaned back in her leather chair. "Why me, Arjun? We've met maybe 5 times at events. Why not some random name?" Because saying your name made her bleed. You're her weak spot, the one she could never beat. And because I've always respected you. Your firm, your vision. It's real. Not smoke and mirrors. Long silence, the hum of the city far below the only sound. Then she nodded. "Okay. But if we do this, it's real. No half measures. No using me as a prop in your revenge play. You come work for me, you contribute. And if feelings get involved, we handle it like adults." I extended my hand across the desk. "Deal." She shook it, firm, no hesitation. "Welcome to Singhania Ventures." The revenge unfolded slowly, deliciously, like a fine wine aging to perfection, or a poison seeping through veins one drop at a time. I joined as Chief Innovation Officer, brought my patents, rewrote their portfolio company's infrastructure from the ground up, optimized algorithms that shaved millions off operating costs. We worked late nights in the office, strategy sessions around whiteboards covered in marker scrawls, code reviews under fluorescent lights, takeout from hole-in-the-wall spots at 3 a.m. when the city slept. Then the lines blurred, dinners to brainstorm at intimate bistros in Bandra, where candlelight flickered on her face and conversations shifted from business to personal dreams. Then events, filmfare after-parties where she introduced me as her key partner, Davos-style panels where we tag-teamed presentations, her hand brushing mine under the table. Then the truly private moments. Juhu Beach runs at dawn, fog rising off the sea, our breaths sinking as we pounded sand. Late-night jazz and smoky Bandra clubs, her head on my shoulder during slow ballads. Cooking disasters in her Kalaba Seaview flat, she burned the dal, we ordered pav bhaji instead, laughed until our sides ached and tears streamed down our faces. She remembered the small things I mentioned once in passing, my favorite Rajasthani folk song, How I Take My Chai, strong, no sugar, the scar on my left knee from a childhood bike crash in Jaipur that she traced gently with her fingertip one night. It was terrifying how easily, how completely, I fell for her. One crisp October night, rain hammering the windows of her flat like impatient fingers, she looked at me over a glass of wine, fire crackling in the hearth. "Are you still pretending, Arjun? With me?" I set my glass down on the coffee table. "No. I haven't been for a long time." She studied me, gray eyes searching. "Then kiss me like you mean it. Not like it's part of the act." I crossed the room in 2 strides. Pulled her close. Kissed her, slow at first, tentative, then desperate as years of pent-up emotion broke free. Her hands in my hair. My arms around her waist. We didn't stop at kissing that night. Tara's collapse was a slow-motion car wreck, mesmerizing, inevitable, impossible to look away from. First came the social media implosion. Posts of her staring out windows at rainy streets, captions like "Lost in the fog of forgotten love." Stories with sad playlists, black and white filters, tears glistening on cheeks. When the person who knew you best acts like you never existed. Her followers, the diehards, flooded comments with hearts and "you deserve better, queen." The skeptics piled on, "karma for what you did at the party." Followers dropped by tens of thousands daily. Then Rohan showed his true colors. I overheard him at a Bandra Gallery event. I was there as Meera's +1, her hand in mine as we mingled. He was in a corner with his circle, voice low but carrying. "She's desperate now. No money, no real clout without her sugar daddy. I'm moving on to the Dior girl, better connections, better parties, better everything." Tara heard it too, from across the room, her champagne flute trembling in her hand. She froze, face paling. Later that night she came to my building, soaked from the storm, mascara running in black rivers down her cheeks. "Arjun, he left me." Rohan said, "I'm damaged goods now. Everyone's leaving me. Because of what I did to you at the party." I stood in the lobby doorway, security guard hovering nearby. "You kissed him in front of 200 guests. Posted it for the world to see. Laughed while my reputation burned. For years of taking everything I gave, money, time, love, and giving nothing but scraps in return. And now you want sympathy? Forgiveness?" She sobbed, shoulders shaking, rain dripping from her hair. "I'm sorry. I was awful. I see it now. I was selfish, blind. Please, Arjun, give me a chance to make it right." "Too late, Tara. Way too late." I closed the door softly, the click echoing in the marble lobby. She tried again, weeks later, outside Meera's Colaba flat. She saw us through the bay window, laughing over a shared bottle of wine, Meera's head on my shoulder as we watched an old movie. She banged on the glass like a madwoman. Meera opened the door, calm as ever. Tara leaned forward, eyes wild. "You stole him." Meera didn't flinch. "He chose, Tara. You lost him the moment you kissed Rohan in front of everyone. Now leave before I call the police." Security removed her, kicking and screaming. The last time, a quiet coffee shop in Bandra, months after. She looked thin, pale, no makeup, hair in a messy bun. No designer bag, no entourage. "Arjun. I have nothing left. No apartment, evicted last week. No friends, they all ghosted when the money dried up. Father cut me off. I'm crashing on couches, scraping by with odd PR gigs. Please, help me." I looked at her, the woman who had once been the center of my universe, now reduced to a shadow. "You made your choices, Tara. Live with them." "I have." I walked away, her sobs fading behind me. She left Mumbai 6 months later, quietly, no farewell post or dramatic exit. Last anyone heard, she was in Dubai, trying to rebuild with bit parts and events and a faded Instagram presence. Meera and I built something real, brick by brick, moment by moment. Our first real Diwali together, a tree of marigolds in her living room, lights twinkling, my mother giving her blessing with sindoor and a gold bangle. Proposal, Taj Lake Palace, Udaipur, full moon night on Lake Picola. I knelt with my grandmother's emerald ring. "Meera, you loved me quietly for years. Let me love you loudly for the rest of mine. Marry me?" She cried happy tears. The wedding was small yet grand, 500 guests in Jaipur, elephants and Barrett, then intimate Mumbai reception for close family. She wore red lehenga with heavy gold zari, I wore ivory sherwani. Vows, I choose you every single day, no masks, no games, no conditions. Just us. Now, years later, I still wake some nights with the taste of humiliation in my mouth, heart racing from nightmares of that party. But she's always there. She curls into my side. Presses her lips to my collarbone. "Arjun? I'm here. I love you." I kiss her hair. Her temple. Her mouth. I love you too. And in those quiet hours, no spotlights, no credit cards, no revenge, I finally understand what it means to be chosen. Not used. Not endured. Chosen. And it is enough. More than enough.